So here on the Markie channel, we have covered a lot of family channels, and I think it's safe to say they're not exactly great. But even though the vast majority of us hold that opinion, the channel we're going to be looking at today makes some other family channels look like saints. Now at first glance, this channel doesn't really look like your stereotypical family channel, it just looks like a girl has created their own channel, but when we dive deeper into this, it gets very, very, very concerning. So the channel's called Piper Rockelle. The main person on the channel is obviously Piper, who's a 15-year-old girl. And she makes your standard, like, kid content, right? Like, we became a Disney princess for the day, the type of stuff you would expect. But throughout the years, there's been a lot of videos that have raised a lot of concern. Like this one, for example, saying, doing the opposite of what my parents say for 24 hours, and it's the girl, like, looking like she's gonna twerk. Then we've got this one called The Truth About My Past, and there's some blurred images in the thumbnail. And then we've even got stuff like this, called First Sleepover with My Boyfriend Got Caught, and obviously I don't need to explain what they're trying to insinuate there. Now the big reason why this is very concerning is because it's not Piper who runs this channel, it's her mother. And the mother has had a plethora of allegations made against her. Some of the worst allegations you could make against a human. And that's what we're going to look at today, and I do just want to give a trigger warning because there's a lot of sensitive topics spoke about in this video, and yeah, honestly, I can't even go into detail about some of them because it just makes me feel uncomfortable, so I just want to give that warning out there. And to be fair, even if I was going to talk about everything, this video would be like an hour long, so if you do want to see a part 2, let me know, subscribe if you are new as well, and I might do that, but yeah, let's get into this. So the first time I heard about this situation was when a bunch of articles were posted saying YouTube has indefinitely demonetized Piper Rockelle's channel following abuse allegations against her mother. Now these allegations were actually made from Piper's friends, a bunch of other kids who were in the videos. Now an interview has been posted with the kids involved just 6 days ago, but before we get into that, I did want to take a look at this video from the Dad Challenge podcast a year ago called The Fall of Tiffany Rockelle. And he showed a lot of concerning content from the channel, like underage girls wearing bikinis being overly sexualized, and I've seen a lot of people using the excuse of, oh no, they're not being overly sexualized, they are just wearing bikinis. But when we dive deeper into this, it's very clear what the mum's intentions are. I mean, she would post these stories on Instagram called like The Secret Story, which is usually just like 2 underage kids laying on top of each other. The kids would be posted with clothing on that has like very explicit text on it. And then the absolute worst piece of content that was posted was on an Instagram or a TikTok live or some other live platform where the mother kisses one of her daughter's friends who was an underage boy. Now I'm not even going to play the video because it's genuinely disgusting, but yeah, she literally grabs the minor's face, kisses him like multiple times, like tries to make out of him. And remember as we're going through this, that this mother runs a channel with over 10 million subscribers on YouTube, and the channel is still up. And when everyone started seeing the content that was being posted and how the mother was acting, obviously people were outraged, and it even made its way to like mainstream celebrities like Pink. How many kids like Piper Rockelle are being exploited by their parents? And at what point do the rest of us say, this isn't okay for a 13-year-old girl to be posting in a bikini whilst her mother takes the photo? And once the public outrage reached a certain point, that was when YouTube actually ended up demonetizing the channel. We have indefinitely suspended monetization on Piper Rockelle's channel for violating our creator responsibility policy by engaging in off-platform behavior that harms the YouTube community and have removed them from the YouTube partner program, a YouTube spokesperson told Insider. But unfortunately, we're only scratching the surface with this situation because people who actually worked with the channel and worked with Tiffany came out and spoke about their experience. So this person in particular actually worked as a fake cop in like a fake YouTube prank, and he said, I've worked with Piper and Lev numerous times. I like the both of them, but Tiffany is straight out loony. She is verbally abusive and snaps in the blink of an eye for the smallest things. I've had to bite my tongue numerous times, but since I don't plan on doing business with her anymore, I don't care. I'll call her out to her face. No disrespect to Piper, that's her mum. I like Piper and Lev, they are good kids. And the person who posted this comment also has like body cam footage that they've uploaded to YouTube where they were working on the prank and they're showing like the behind the scenes stuff. So you can see he was actually involved. And this is where a terrifying amount of allegations came out against Tiffany from a bunch of the kids who were involved. One in particular was the guy we actually saw getting kissed by Tiffany, who was 17 at the time. Here we have the police report where he goes into detail on how Tiffany provided alcohol for everybody, and then she was extremely drunk, and she kept trying to kiss him, then trying to lure him up to like her room and whatnot, and he had to like scream for help. It's disgusting. And that wasn't the only sexual allegation made by these kids. There was also a girl who said that Tiffany was like trying to stroke up her leg, making her feel uncomfortable. Apparently she had shown like the kids porn. She would just talk like in sexual ways to them. A lot of horrifying allegations. But all this stuff came out a year ago, and it seems like people just kind of forgot about it. No one's really talking about it anymore. up until 6 days ago when Inside Edition uploaded their interview, and that's what we're going to take a look at now.
All these happy kids when, like, behind the scenes, that's not how we all were. We're stressed out crying and being in these videos because you're yelling at us, and it's not fair.
And that's a massive worry for a lot of these family channels. Obviously, this is on the very, very, very extreme end, but still, like, how many of these kids who are in family channel content don't like being in it, and they're putting on a happy face to be in the content, but behind the scenes, they're not enjoying it, they just want to be a kid.
Tiffany would always tell me to go up into Piper's closet and get something that's more tight and revealing.
How does someone's thought process go to that? Like, even just letting them words leave your mouth, do you not think you're gonna face repercussions for this? I don't get it.
Sophie Fergie says Tiffany once encouraged her to pose in a towel.
Sophie, how old were you when you were asked to dress provocatively?
I believe I was 11 or 12.
What the actual fuck, man? Now, this situation is actually so sad. And I don't know if the parents of the other kids knew that this was going on. I would like to think that they didn't. And if they didn't, the amount of outrage they must have felt when they found this out is unfathomable.
Like being overly sexualized at a young age, being told to say things, do things, wear things for the appeal of YouTube and for people to click on it more, which is just absolutely disgusting.
100% it is. Like, this mother genuinely went out of her way to try and create a channel for predators. Now, it's worth mentioning that there is a current lawsuit with this situation. The kids' parents are suing Tiffany, and now Tiffany is countersuing the kids' parents for a reported $30 million. So as you can see, it's a very, very horrible situation.
Jennifer Bryant is Walker's mother.
It needs to be exposed, and she needs to be held responsible for what she's doing.
Yeah, and that's an understatement. Like, I can't imagine how the parents felt when they found out about this.
Piper's mom says that you're all just coming forward because you're jealous of Piper's success.
Wait. How old is this mother? Okay, according to this, she's 41, and she's really responded to these accusations with, "You want clout." Basically. Like, how are you responding like this at your big age? I don't understand. Like, what? Is she trying to, like, relive her childhood through these people or something? Like, what is wrong with her? I mean, there is a literal screen recording from a live stream of you kissing an underage boy. Like, what more proof do you want?
I believe that Piper is a victim. Piper did nothing. Piper's completely innocent. It's all Tiffany.
Obviously, right? She's a 15-year-old girl. Like, it's not her fault in a single slightest. Unfortunately, she has a mother who has made horrible decisions and seems like a very, very disgusting human being.
Matt Sarelson is their attorney.
They were inundated with sexual language, rhetoric, and just a sort of a sexualized atmosphere.
Honestly, it's such a sad situation, and hopefully, like I said, some justice is served. Obviously, this is an ongoing case at the minute, but yeah, honestly, it's heartbreaking to see. But yeah, obviously, it's very, very brave of the kids to actually speak out about something that happened to them when they were so young. Hopefully, more and more people are going to find out about this. I believe this interview itself is on, 755k views in 6 days, so a lot of people are seeing this now. Also, in the description of this video, it says that Tiffany's lawyer has declined to comment, but in the court papers, Tiffany is saying that all the allegations of wrongdoing are false. And of course, these are all allegations. I don't know for 100% certainty what is true and what's not, because I wasn't there. But what we have seen is that the kids were being sexualized in the videos. There is a screen recording of Tiffany kissing an underage boy. There are also people who have worked with Tiffany and on the channel who have came out and said they've seen some of this stuff firsthand and have seen that Tiffany is a very aggressive person. And yeah, it's fucking horrible, and hopefully we will get some clear answers in the near future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And like I said, if you do want me to cover more of this in the future and to maybe keep updated when we do get updates, let me know in the comments down below. I will do that. Subscribe if you are new as well, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.